Howdy guys, Deacus here again, and here we are to continue our Let's Play of the Guardian in the game Riders of Icarus, closed beta. The third closed beta, excuse me. So we have relogged into our character, and now we can interact with things again.
Nice to meet you. The Shimmerwood sure is pretty. Don't you just love the color green?
Something feels wrong here. Something feels wrong here. Kylus will tell you about the chisel we need.
Alright, from that last quest that we did, the escort quest, we got something called tempering stones. These are used to improve
even the smallest beam of light can pierce. Even the smallest beam of
your
light
gear
can pierce the darkness.
and enchant them to +1 and beyond, depending
We
on
must
what
have the
tempering
chisel of
stones you
Elquinus.
have. The higher the level
The
can
Lord
go.
forgive us for what must be done. Dawn will yet come.
And there is a quest that will further explain how these work, and it is from
Come again.
Daf the arms merchant. So he will give us
Can't do any
some
extracting
items,
without an extractor. Crazy, I know.
and
Come, just use the extractor to extract a tempering stone.
he will tell us what we need to do. So for this one in particular, he wants us to use the extractor on the extracting sword. So you can right click on the no, sorry, just sold it. The good thing about shops, a buyback
I'm
feature.
the best smith
Very,
here.
very
I'm
good.
the only smith here.
So extractors are you can buy them from a general merchant. There's a shopkeeper over there named Jenny, the shop grocer. You can buy them there. You can right click on it, and for this one we're going to extract on the extracting sword here, and the item will be destroyed upon extracting, and in doing so it gave us a level 20 elite tempering stone. So with that we have gained another set of 15 or 5 level 15 tempering stones. We will come back and deal with those at a later point,
The
because
fairies were
there will
never
be
this
a
vicious
quest
before.
later
Maybe we'll be able
that
to
will
get to the
actually
bottom
show
of
you
this.
how to enchant your gear.
The
So
fairies were never
with
this
that,
vicious before. Keep an eye out for Beguines.
we will hold off on enchanting our gear until we get that quest. And apparently the quest
The
that we got from
Shimmerwood.
that
Now
the
this
lady
is a
we were talking to
depressing
just at that
posting.
point required us to have copper, and
Even the
since we've
flowers
already
are out
mined
to get
some
us.
copper before, we basically completed it the moment
It's not a good day for
we
flying,
got it.
but he must have some sort of secret elven remedy.
So gathering along the ways is very helpful. Now, these tainted saplings, I'm curious to see if they can or cannot be pulled, because if I remember correctly, they're supposed to be held in place, so yep, I didn't think so. But it did summon several archer types, so can't seem to get a good angle on it. Look at that, we got a tempering stone just from a mob drop. It seems this guy can shoot through his tree, so let's try to get it in a position that we can attack them both at the same time. Yeah, positioning can be really weird in this game, so it's gonna take you a while to get used to it. Alright, this Shimmerward turtle is actually a mount that you can get, a familiar. It's got high defense, it's useful. I suppose it would be even more useful for possibly a cleric or a priest or a wizard that has range that kind of, yeah, it could possibly be used to tank. So heal up with some bandages. That is one thing that I wish I could do. I haven't found a way to customize my UI. I would much prefer if my health bar and everything of that nature was directly above my skill bar instead of the top left, because I spend most of my time looking at my skill bar to make sure that everything is off of cooldown so I can use my skills. So I wish I could move it. Possibly you can. I've seen tooltips that have said that you can customize your UI, but I've yet to see something in particular that would allow me to move my health bar. And last but not least, we get to take on the Fairy Queen Aquinis. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Don't even get me to lie. I believe that is all the quests that we had available. So, head back.
The Shimmerwood. Now this is a depressing posting. Princess Lania came here once.
Even the smallest beam of light can pierce the darkness. Dawn will yet come.
The fairies were never this vicious, but keep an eye out for Brigands.
Something feels wrong here. Something feels wrong here. The Brogans seem to have found some kind of magic crystal. That kind of technology must be part of an ancient weapon. Let's make sure they don't figure out how to use it.
Alright, looks like we're getting our next quest lines.
Situations like this call for extreme measures. Poison the Brogan food supply.
Looks like we'll be getting some armor in this next quest section.
Even the smallest beam of light can pierce the dark. Bring this to those in need. The Brogan savages must be stopped. Dawn. Do not let Inugi suffer by their hands.
Need a potion? The amulet must be somewhere in the Bragine camp.
Alright, and as
I've
promised,
got just the pointy stick
this is the
for
quest
you.
here that introduces you to tempering. So, just by taking the quest,
Now
it
go
gives
ahead,
us
give it a try. You'll thank me later.
a new set of sword and shield,
I've got just the
and
pointy stick
it is
for you.
asking us
I'm the best
to
smith
temper
here.
my woodland
I'm
sword
the
to plus
only
5.
smith
So,
here.
we'll open our inventory. Here's the woodland sword. It's already plus 3, so let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and use some of the lower level ones that they gave that I have to see if I can get it to increase to plus 5. And there's plus 4. There's plus 5. You can check the max tempering limit when you hover over the sword. You'll see a tempering. This one is 5 of 5, so I've reached the max for this. So I will go ahead and use the rest of my temperings on this. Actually, let's see what we get for quest reward for this first.
I've got just the pointy stick for you.
And it looks like we get a full set of woodland plus 5 gear and 20 level 15
I've
tempering
got just the
stones.
pointy stick for you. You wouldn't hesitate
So
in
from this
battle.
point on,
Why hesitate while
whatever
shopping?
armor that you're currently using, I would suggest just going ahead and getting it to max tempering level, because the amount of stones that you've will have received at this point is quite immense. And now you can take all of the weapons that you've been saving up to this point and break them down, which I will be doing that right now. And as I mentioned before, you can buy them from
Need a potion?
in this case, the shopkeeper grocer. Now, not all weapons can be dismantled, and if they won't or isn't available, it will tell you when you hover over the weapon. Now, for instance, this simple sword and this rusted sword are not available for dismantling, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell them. That one's not available either, nor is that one. So, yeah, neither is that one. So with that, I'm going to buy enough of these extractors to dismantle the rest of them.
Take a look around.
See what we get. Level 20. Two level 30s. Two level 20s. Three level 30s. And lastly, 3 level 25s. And as you can see, the amounts that we've gotten is quite a lot. And with that, I'm going to spend the rest of my time here getting my shield up to +5. So I will go ahead and start using the lowest level one. Oh, fail. As of right now, downgrades of enchantments are not available for at least this level. Possibly when you get to higher enchantment levels on gear, it could be possible to reduce the current enchantment that you have on your actual gear. So I'm sure there'll be some sort of cash shop option that will allow you to negate the effects of this or reduce it. But until we actually get to see what the cash shop items are, we'll just have to wait and see. And there we go. My entire armor is now +5. And with that, that is the end of this episode. We will come back next episode and go into the Broggen War Camp and finish all of the quests that we have for them. So, until next time, take care.